Hi, my name is Angelica. We're here at NAMM 2013, and I am here with Star from IK Multimedia. Please give us a little information on what you're doing and everything.
Well, IK Multimedia is the leading provider of music creation apps and accessories for your iOS and now your Android devices. Our claim to fame started with iRig. It was a very easy plug. It was the very first interface so that you could play guitar with your iPhone. Now, we've come 3 years later and we have iRig HD. iRig HD is going to give you pristine audio with analog to digital conversion right from the device at 24-bit. And it has your lightning adapters and your 30-pin adapters so you can connect directly to your iOS device. The software that you're looking at is called Amplitude. Amplitude has been a leader in the market for many years on Mac and PC, but once we ported it to your iOS device, your iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, and iPad Mini, now you can play with Amplitude Jimi Hendrix sounds, Fender sounds, Marshall sounds, all through your mobile device. We won Best in Show at CES just recently for an unofficial showing for iRig HD, and we also won Best in Show for iRig Blueboard. Why? Because now you're going to have a real, true musician setup. This is a Bluetooth, the very first Bluetooth MIDI expression pedal board, so that you can connect to your iOS device and change the parameters here just with your feet. It's wireless and it's all battery powered, so it can sit on the floor. So you can have your guitar running through your iRig, going through your iPad, coming out of your speaker right here, and then you can change all your parameters. So if you want to do like your Bob Marley sound and then quickly go to your Hendrix sound, you never have to take your hands off the guitar. The last thing I want to show you, which is very revolutionary, is called iLoud. It's a Bluetooth speaker. And you're like, okay, well, what's cool about that? Well, we say go iLoud or go home, meaning it's 5 times more powerful and louder than anything else on the market. And musicians want loud. Not only do they want loud, but they want good sounding speakers. What do we mean by that? When you pay for a studio monitor, we pay big money for studio monitors because of their flat frequency response. iLoud also gives you that. A nice flat frequency response, so it's more of a studio monitor, and it's Bluetooth. Aside from that, once you turn it around, we also give you the iRig circuitry built into it. So you can plug a bass or a guitar or your vocals right into it, and it becomes a stage amplifier. You can find out more information about all of our products from visiting ikmultimedia.com.
I'm Andy Powers from Taylor Guitars in San Diego, California. And we're here to unveil our new Grand Orchestra guitar. This is a new instrument that we've designed over the course of the last year that is a complete, fresh original, literally from the ground up. We've been building a jumbo-shaped guitar for years and years now, since the inception of our company back in the mid-'70s. And this year, we quite literally went back to the drawing board and decided, well, if we wanted to build a large-bodied, big guitar that was a complete new and fresh original that had no preconceived notions of what that guitar should be, what would we make? And this is what we came up with. We literally, it's an entirely new shape for us, new bracing concepts, new development altogether. So this is something we're really proud of for this year. It's the fresh addition to our lineup of other guitars.
How long did it take to accomplish and build this?
This, originally I had hand-tooled and built the prototypes about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. So this has been about a year in the making, and it's just now becoming available through our dealers.
It's beautiful. Tell us a little bit about the designs on, I don't know if you can see this, there's roses, there's like flowers, and there's little birds.
This is an inlay pattern built of New Zealand power abalone. One of our founders, Bob Taylor, had drawn this design originally as a gift for his wife, Cindy. So we've entitled it the Cindy inlay, and it's one of our real classic inlay designs we've been using for quite some time on our flagship guitar.
Yeah, this is Benjamin Fargen from Fargen Amplification. This is the new John Lennon signature amplifier, JL15. It's the first time John Lennon's artwork has been fused with a musical instrument, specifically for guitar. It's unique in the fact that we picked 5 different pieces of artwork that we're only doing 11 of each of those. So there'll be 55 total, and then we won't do any more. And then the production model, which is the artist series, that'll be an unlimited number. The JL15 is a 2x EL84 power amp, and it features something that we developed called the Decade Switch, and it does two different complete amp sounds. One is the 60s Liverpool, more of the early, Beatles, Jangle rock, and then the 70s is more of a clean linear sound. Everybody in the 70s was going for bigger, more full range amps, so we tried to encompass both decades in that. It's what we call a pure tone amp. It's very simple, volume, tone, master volume, plug in, turn it on, sounds good, that's it.
My name's Angelic. I'm here at NAMM 2013 with Brian from Muse Research. Please let us know exactly what you have going on right now.
Okay, hi everyone. Pleasure to be here. We actually have two new products at this NAMM show, but we also are showing our entire line of software-powered music instruments. Muse actually started with the mission of allowing musicians who are using virtual instruments and effects software in the studio to take that software on stage. As a result of that, over the last 10 years, most of the huge bands in the world, Coldplay, U2, Arcade Fire, Carrie Underwood, all those bands are actually using our gear. You can even see it every night on NBC's The Voice. Paul Merkovich, the MD, is using our product. So you've probably heard our product, but you may actually have not seen it. So here it is, a chance to see it in the person. Starting with our entry-level product, this is the Muse Box. This guy is actually a joint venture with PV Electronics. So PV dealers can sell this guy. Comes with $900 of software built into it with a $999 list price, so anybody can afford it. It's great because it has a microphone and a guitar input. So if you play a coffee house gig or go to a club, you can basically have all your sounds inside this guy. Send the outputs to a pair of powered speakers and you're done. Now if you need a little bit more power, we have the Receptor VIP, which is down here. This just got the Keyboard Magazine Key Buy Award and is used by a lot of bands already. It's been out for a few months. It has more power, more disk space than the Muse Box, so it's kind of like the step up. New at the show is the Receptor Quattro and the Receptor Trio. The Trio isn't here, but it looks similar to the Receptor Quattro. The Receptor Quattro is our new top of the line, designed for like film composers, front of house engineers, guys in the studio, and then the more sophisticated bands who need to run a lot of virtual instruments and effects at the same time. So it gives you 18 inputs and 18 outputs with this PreSonus 1818 interface. And then this is the Receptor itself. It has a quad-core processor in it, 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it's like an ultra super fast processing system for running all your virtual instruments and effects at the same time. So next time you go to see a concert, probably your favorite people like Paul McCartney or Billy Joel, whoever, you're probably hearing our product. And now's a chance to go check it out in a music retailer near you.
And we're here with Matt from Chromatic. Please tell us a little bit about what you do, and you said you guys just came out, so please inform everyone everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're a performance and collaboration application that you can use both on the web, through your laptop or a desktop computer, as well as iPad. Not only can you share music, whether that be guitar tablature, chord changes, lyrics, traditional sheet music, and use it for yourself personally, but you can actually collaborate with an entire ensemble. So a band, orchestra, choir, rock band, whatever it may be, you can use us for that. So not only do we power your actual reading, so it sits as your digital stand, but you can actually share recordings and actually talk to each other and collaborate outside of being in the same physical space. So if I want to play a riff and have my vocalist hear it so he understands what's going to happen in the solo break, I can actually share that dynamically through the platform. And I'm happy to show you, kind of walk through what we do, if that's helpful. So you have a library here of music. So again, this can be traditional sheet music all the way through guitar tablature. We can do Gangnam Style. So you can actually use the music. We make the music fit really nicely for whatever screen you're using. If you're practicing with it, you can actually annotate directly on it, just as you would with pencil and paper. So if you have notes, comments, if you have an instructor or a bandmate that wants to change something, you can do it on the fly using the application. But on top of that, You can actually record yourself within the browser, listen back to yourself. It's one of the few things that musicians don't do nearly enough. They probably should. But on top of that, you can, as I mentioned, share recordings across the application as well. So you can share, you can comment back and forth, and use it whether it be on iPad or web. The application is fully free. It's available on the App Store or at chromatic.com.
And I'm here with Melina Moy. Please let us know what you're doing and rock out in front of us.
I love it. I am here at NAMM. This is the Media Day, and I am representing AmpKit by Agile Partners. It's an amazing app. I think that if you are a guitar player or a bass player, I think this is something that you definitely need to have in your arsenal. As a musician who travels all around the world, what's most important is to be able to plug in at any moment, anywhere, when something comes up, a tone, a sound, anything I hear, I want to just make it happen. And this is that animal here. Let's go in and take a look a little closer. What I like is this, what I was explaining is this. For people who understand the level of, normally in the physical realm, you have your pedal board, right? So you have the pedals that you like to use. And what's great about it is we've come up with a way so the pedals that are in my physical realm are now virtual. So obviously this is so much easier, it's lighter. What's cool also about this is, for me, I like to have a fuzzier tone. I'll use a little bit of delay. This is the same thing that I absolutely use in my physical realm with my amp. I use a Hot Rod DeVille 212. With this amp, it's the American. I feel that with this one, it also gives it that British tone. So it gives it, you know, like that Hendrix, and I liked a lot of the feedback, so I actually cranked up a little bit more gain in the head. So I love that, and and I'll give a bit of a demonstration in a bit. But yeah, that's it, and it's really wonderful. It works great on your iPhone, and everybody I know has an iPhone, or your BlackBerry. Wait a minute, girl. No, I'm just joking. That's good. No, but it works great for Mac, the iPad, the iPhone. Like I said, at any moment, like if you're just in the airport and then you want to take it, plug in, you can do your thing, put your headset on, and just come up with different ideas, mess around, do some little loops. Facebook, Twitter. I guess nobody's using MySpace, but I'm there. So tweet me, Facebook, and then YouTube, and of course the same thing with Agile Partners as well as AmpKit. So I will see you hopefully this summer, and I'll see you tomorrow.